Are you curious about what's happening in the Southwest Florida real estate market? Hi, I'm Susan Milner, broker and owner here at Florida Future Realty. I'm seeing so many random posts online talking about what's happening with the real estate market. A lot of consumers that are blaming real estate agents for the market. And I just wanted to clarify a little bit. As real estate agents, we don't control the real estate market. As much as you might believe that we do not. We are just putting buyers and sellers together, and they're making decisions based upon what's happening in the marketplace, right? Another thing that I want to also mention is that, like, when the market was really hot and like right after the COVID and Florida had reopened and everyone wanted a house here, people were like, oh, the real estate market must be so great and wonderful, everyone's buying. No, it wasn't. It was so stressful, and we were constantly so sad because these buyers couldn't get a home because there were only like 20 houses on the market and 100 buyers that were looking. Because interest rates were so low at those 2-3%, people were telling me, like, this is pretty much like free money. Why wouldn't I buy right now? And that was frustrating for us because a lot of people missed out on properties. Some people just, completely pulled themselves out of the marketplace. Other people purchased stuff. A lot of people purchased stuff over asking because there were so many bids. And those people now, if they need to sell, they are at a point where they're going to have to, if they got, considerable amount of financing, they're going to have to come to closing with money to sell those homes. So is that the great market to buy in? No. You know what a great market to buy in, if you need to buy, is now. And I'm not telling you that this is blanket statement for everyone. However, if you have been considering buying, this is where you want to purchase, and you're not sure if now's the time because you're hearing that interest rates are high, you're hearing that the market's going to crash, all these kind of things, you're hearing inventory, there's a lot of inventory. Yeah, all of those are true. Market could go down more. There is a lot of inventory. Interest rates are high compared to those. They're not really high. Like, they're about the range that when I purchased my first home many years ago, and they're less than like my parents purchased their first home. Okay. So considering that in the grand scheme of things, the market isn't that bad. Now, what is actually really good right now for buyers is that most of the sellers now have kind of determined that the market is a little uncertain and buyers aren't jumping at things until they see that sweet spot. So when we have buyers, when we're working with buyers and they're willing to have a little patience and see homes, find their favorites, and instead of waiting for the price to drop or waiting for interest rates to drop, they go ahead and they put in offers. Maybe they put in offers lower than asking price. Now, don't get me wrong, not every seller is going to accept a really low offer, but the ones that really need to sell might. So then as a buyer, you have more negotiating power right now versus if you wait. If you wait, let's say that you see house 123 Main Street and it's gorgeous and beautiful, but it's about $200,000 over what you think it's worth, right? And so then you wait, you're watching it. Well, let's just say 2-3 months from now, it's reduced now to this hot spot price that you just think is wonderful. Guess what? Because there's so many real estate agents in the area, so many buyers looking in the area, as soon as that hits that price, now you're going to have competition and other people are going to be having looked at that house too, and they're going to want it. So you're not going to get that deal, even though it looks like a deal now online, okay, the price. Now, also consider when you wait for the sit. Every time I make a video, the dogs think something exciting is happening. Okay, listen. So when the interest rates all go down, same thing. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, the money's cheaper, I can go buy. Well, guess what? Everyone else is going to be having that same thought as well. Now, again, more competition. So just a little strategy, a little tip here. Go after the homes that are maybe priced a little high because everyone's not looking at those. Now, granted, it could be an unreasonable or non-desperate seller that can wait and they might not take your offer. But if you take the time to put in enough, you're eventually going to get that offer, that contract that makes you happy, the seller's happy, and you're going to be happy. Even if the market does happen to go down a little more, you got it at this price that, is a comfortable payment for you. You love the house. You got exactly what you wanted. And then maybe in 6 months or a year, maybe interest rates go down a little more. You've refinanced or you're just fine with, the interest rate, whatever. But consider these little strategies, and that's just one. We have more, but it's important to, work with a real estate professional who's done this for a while, who has strategies like that and other strategies where you can get in the marketplace. We also have great strategies for sellers if you're a seller too. But right now, I just wanted to talk to the buyers that are on the fence and they're unsure when they should, make action. We have people that have been searching on our website, and we have like over 10,000 people on there. Some of them started searching when the market was stupid crazy right after that COVID era, and they didn't pull the trigger then. And they're kind of like, maybe now I should. Maybe now you might want to. If you didn't get into a place then, maybe now you can see an opportunity. The prices have come down a little bit more. You have more options to choose from. Yes, maybe a little higher interest rate, and maybe the prices may continue to adjust. But if you get in at the right price, you won't have to worry about what the market as a whole does. If this sounds interesting to you, or if we can be of assistance, you can go on our website, whycapecoral.com. That's WHYcapecoral.com, or you can shoot me an email, floridafuture@gmail.com. Either myself or one of my agents will be happy to help you sit down, have a buyer consult, show you what's really happening in the market, and see what you can really do in this market and any market. So again, Susan Milner, Florida Future Realty here in Southwest Florida, Cape Coral to be exact. We'd love to help you find your dream home here in Southwest Florida. Thank you for watching. Hope to talk to you soon.